Hello, and welcome to day 16 of my 30-day challenge where I aim to build and design a Christmas/winter island in just 30 days. I can't use Nintendo Online or the DLC, but I am allowed to time travel and we have some goals. So, today I would like to work on the entrance and transition area between the entrance and the Christmas town. That is actually the area that is bothering me the most. So I don't know why I keep procrastinating it. Well, yes, I do know. I am procrastinating because I don't know what to do with it. It might come to you as a shock. And I'm so sorry that I have not said this openly until episode 16. But I am not that good of a builder. I know you noticed that by now, but let me just have this. I mean, I am just a normal. I have never done super impressive and mind-boggling builds like a lot of other Animal Crossing YouTubers do on the daily. I am more in love with the gameplay, talking to my villagers, reaching my completionist goals. Building and decorating was never even in the top 3 for me. But after playing the game for a while, I do enjoy dipping my toes more into the decorating part of the game. I am just not all that good at it yet. I'm just normal, like you probably. Or it's very likely that you are a better builder than I am. And that's okay. We are just here to have fun and enjoy the game. So for the transition area, I thought about adding some sort of park area. And for the entrance, I would like something with waterfalls. That is my main and only idea. Waterfalls and maybe use some more of the frozen stuff you get from snowmen to decorate it. First we need space, so let's move all of these flowers to the transition area for now. I also want to clean up all of the items so we have a clean slate and can work on the entrance in peace. The downside of not upgrading your house further is definitely the small storage space. So we have to store any non-material items on the beach until we can use them or until we decide to sell them. Okay, now that it's empty, we have to do something. Let's put on the construction hat and let's do anything. We'll just do something until we get an idea. First we have to give it more height because otherwise we can't have any waterfalls. Waterfalls do demand a lot of space for not that much water. So I'm taking up as much space as possible. The entrance isn't that big after all. I also want to add some small waterfalls directly at the entrance. So I am fiddling a lot with the placement and size and so on. You need at least 6 tiles to have a tiny waterfall, and the level under it needs to have at least 1 tile free around the level above it. I guess the reason for that is that so you can always reach any level with a ladder. But it does create a lot of unused space. So even having a tiny waterfall takes up a lot of real estate, the higher you make it. So I was trying out different things, but nothing really worked. So I decided to take a break from recording and try out some more things on my own. And as soon as I stopped recording, everything just fell into place somehow, and I do like how it all came together. You can definitely see that the main goal was adding waterfalls. Here I added a fake bridge. I don't think I could add a real one, only if I move everything 1 tile back, which is not out of the question, but for now it's a fake bridge. I used my custom wooden path because the real wooden path takes up less space around the edges, so I felt my other path works better to resemble a wooden bridge. And as you can see, I also crafted 2 signs. I was lucky enough to get the DIYs for the signpost and for the angled signpost, so I was able to craft these. I am thinking about adding another one for the left side, but I wasn't sure which symbol to put there, since Nook's Cranny and Able Sisters are pretty far away from the entrance. These are the mighty waterfalls for now. I am super happy with it. I wanted something impressive. I also like that little pond I added at the bottom of the waterfalls. I don't have a lot of ponds on the island yet. So yeah, I like the height of it. I like how the height of the waterfall separates everything besides the entrance, so it feels like it's an area of its own, if that makes sense. So this is the progress so far. I'm not the best at water shaping, water bending, watering, but the entrance definitely looks more official and nicer now. But we still need Christmas decoration to make it an obvious Christmas entrance. If we go to the right of the entrance, we have the bakery and resident services and a bunch of fossils. That we still need to move and find a place for. I want to make a nice museum entrance and also expand the museum a little. Plus add some decorations and other things that I will talk more about tomorrow. I also tried to place a frozen fence in front of the pond, but I didn't like it because it was hiding the waterfalls and I think it looks better without the fence. Since I ordered some more stuff for the bakery and I wanted a fresh day, I decided to skip to the next day. And surprise, we got a campsite villager. Fingers crossed it's a penguin. I have been crafting a bunch of ornament door decorations that I'm gifting my villagers when I see them. So everyone can have a nicely decorated door. Besides Humphrey. I might make him an evil door plate if I find something suitable, or we just leave his door like it is. But let's check out the campsite villager before I forget. I always get distracted with other things, but I want to at least take a look. And it is... Deirdre, no way! I always wanted her. I would just love to have 2 deers on North Pole. Okay, but first let's check if Queenie is moved in properly so we can kick her out again. Perfect, she's all moved in and crafting. So now we play a little game called Let's Talk to Deirdre until she wants to kick out Queenie. I think that is my favorite workaround in the game. So you talk to her until she agrees to move in. That can take from 30 seconds to 5 minutes. A lot of the time you have to play a game to decide if she moves in. And that game is purely luck based. Once she agrees, she will call resident services and then suggests to kick someone out so she can move in. She will just pick someone random from your island. Once you get to the point where she says the name, do not push any buttons. Hands off of the buttons. I literally take my hands away from the button so I don't accidentally click anything besides the home button. If the name that you see is someone that you want to keep on the island, click on the home button. Close the game and restart. Now we do that all over again until she says Queenie. This can take minutes or hours, but she will say Queenie at one point in time. Now she said Nibbles. No thank you, so I close the game again. The most important thing is to not press any button once you see the name. If you press A or B, the decision will get locked in, so even if you restart, you cannot change it again. So let's see how long it takes. Rocco? No. Rocco again. Hans. I just had to think a second who that was. For me, he's just a Yeti, Bigfoot or snowy mountain monkey. Rocco again. Okay, she's totally gunning for Rocco. Rocco, Hans, Bo? No way. Queenie, perfect. Not bad, it only took about 10 tries. Now let's go to Queenie again and check if she is actually moving. Perfect, she is ready and in boxes. Imagine moving from one island to another, unpacking everything and then 2 days later moving again. Sounds horrible. Oh well, I am super happy about Deirdre. It is exciting to get another deer. So, tomorrow Deirdre will move in. That is all that we have time for today. Let me quickly show you what the entrance looks like with some decorations added. I removed the stone path because it looked weird. Anyhow, this summarizes day 16 of North Pole. If you would like to follow my journey, feel free to subscribe and come back tomorrow for the next day. I appreciate you for being here. Let me know what you think about the waterfalls and if you are using waterfalls on your island. Thank you so much for watching and see you all tomorrow.